Outside the Halifax suburb of Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia, sits a stretch of trail surrounded by water. Oftentimes making the list of top 10 trails within the city, the Salt Marsh Trail can be as long or as short as you'd like, as it connects with a series of other trails that run across the entire country of Canada. For our version of the video, we are hiking a popular stretch between Cole Harbour and Lawrencetown. This completely flat trail is perfect for those looking for an easy walk or an enjoyable bike ride. So what we're on right now is called Rails to Trails, and this used to be an old railroad track, and now that the city of Halifax and most of Nova Scotia has pretty much done away with all the railroads, these tracks have been converted into a multi-use trail system, and this trail runs all the way from one side of Nova Scotia to the next. As a shared trail, be aware that you'll encounter both forms of transportation, and you'll need to be aware of your surroundings at all times. The Salt Marsh Trail is part of the Trans-Canada Trail Project. This trail is designed to run across the country, and when completed, will be the longest recreational trail in the entire world. Its goal is to connect us here on the Atlantic Ocean with those at both the Pacific and Arctic Oceans. This trail is built on former CN railway lines that used to connect the country by train. As you walk or ride the trail, you'll have stunning water views on both sides. A man-made rock wall emerges from the water, allowing you to walk in places that were once inaccessible. You'll notice the trail is very exposed to the elements. Strong winds could cause you havoc, so pick a nice day to go. Take equal precautions on sunny days, however. With no tree cover, the effects of the warm summer sun shouldn't be ignored. Having sunscreen and a bottle of water or two would be a wise idea. We enjoy hiking with backpacks, leaving our hands free, and is something we always recommend. I'm gonna add that in there. The entire stretch of land is protected. Most of the shoreline is untouchable, and the preserved landscape is a nice escape from the increasingly developed world, just a few miles away. On our journey, we happened to spot a bald eagle, one of several species of birds that frequent the area. Bald eagles have always been a source of inspiration for me, even as a young child. The powerful symbol of the eagle isn't just confined to me, however, as nations like the United States and our own indigenous Mi'kmaq communities have special ties to the animal. For years and years, the Mi'kmaq people came to these salt marshes to harvest food. In the 18th century, European settlers also spent time here harvesting fish and game. In addition to food, they cleared land, built ships, cut salt hay, gathered sea manure, and collected sea eel grass to insulate their homesteads. More than a century later, we see people like Peter McNabb Cohun, the last owner of the land, building dikes in the area to gain more land for hay and grazing. When the gates were finally destroyed after 22 years of use in 1917, the seawater rushed in and flooded the land, turning it back into the salt marsh we see today. Today, small bridges span much of the former diked areas. Beach sand has now closed the entrance to the harbor, and tides now enter through a new opening to the east. Long ago, a ferry used to carry people across the harbor, and when the dike was still in use, a road once existed to connect the communities of West Lawrencetown and Cal Bay. All in all, we likely walked for 10 kilometers that day. We enjoyed the leisurely walk of this trail. Seeing that it's flat and crushed rock, I'm confident to say that most members of your family could use this trail with relative ease. To learn more about what we have here in Nova Scotia, come read one of our informative travel guides on our website at joshtravelguide.ca. Looking for something a little more hands-on? Why not join us for a guided tour as we explore the region's best attractions? We offer everything from an afternoon jaunt to a 3-day excursion, allowing you to be immersed in everything Nova Scotia. Like the video? Why not do us a favor and share it with a friend? Because together, we can share the world.